Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video I will showcase a champion that I recently unvaulted, and that champion is from the Sacred Order. His name is He-Man. He was a Battle Pass champion, so I think you had to purchase the Battle Pass to get him. And back then when I purchased him, I needed him because I did not have any champion that deal with the stone skin, but now I have quite few. But the reason I actually unvaulted him because I pulled a relic, which we will talk about. Very quick guys, get yourself a free legendary Narma by clicking the link in my description. You will also get 3 amazing epics: Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage. All you need to do is, number 1, log out of Play and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Number 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Number 4, go to your inbox and claim the champion. So don't miss out on the great chance to get Narma and 3 very strong epics. So make sure to click my link before it expires. So what does make He-Man the champion that he is? Like, why would I unvault He-Man now? Well, let's go through his kit first. And basically his A3, attack all enemies. The damage inflicted by this skill increased by 10%, up to 500%. Yes, up to 500% for each buff placed on this champion before this skill is used. And he does have a strengthen that put on himself, and if you put him in a stone skin savage, that's a second buff. If you give him lightning cage, that's a 3 buffs. So by default, by just having those 3 stuff on him, he will gain 30% more damage. That's his A3. His passive: increase this champion's attack and HP by 5% for each buff placed on this champion. And remember, his damage is based on attack and HP. So more buff, that will increase his HP and his attack by 50%. So if you have 5 buffs on him, he will have 50% more attack and 50% more HP, and he will do damage based on that. When he kills an enemy, he gets a strengthen, and he started the round with a strengthen, so he's a hard to kill attack nuker. Also can get some slight damage from having HP on his multiplier. His A2 is his signature move: attack one enemy before attacking, place increase attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. So he buffed himself, so he does not need an increase attack champion with him, a champion that gives him that buff. So far he puts 3 buffs on himself, 4 buffs if you have lightning cage. So by default he will be 40% more attack, and then he put an increased attack on himself. That's just gonna make him hit much harder. We'll ignore the stone skin buffs, and this is why it's his unique ability. If this attack kills an enemy, fill the turn meter of all allies by 30%. And that's why he is one of the best nukets to use with speed teams, because when he goes, his A2 will always kill one champion. You will always find, I don't know, a green affinity, a blue affinity, or a voided champion that you can one-shot with your increased attack, as we will see later in the video. His A1, attack one enemy, place an extra hit on enemies from the Corrupted Alliance. And we all know in PvP, all enemies are Corrupted Alliance. Also fill the turn meter by 10%. For this champion, fill the turn meter by additional 2 for each buff on this champion. So what does this mean? This is one thing for one specific thing, which is in faction. If you have Cardiel, you know, like Cardiel will use ally attack, so he will put 3 buffs, right? So 3 buffs equal 6% here, and then every time you use ally attack, he's gonna gain 16% turn meter. So this champion is built to be a great faction nuker and a good champion in arena. What about other content? Well, you could use him somewhere else, but this is where he shines. And he's so good in PvP that also they gave him a speed aura to make him even much better. As far as the awakening, I went with lightning cage. You could go with intimidating presence, but to be honest, I would like to keep the stone skin. I would like to protect the strengthen, so that's why I go with lightning cage. You could go with this one to strengthen his aura if you use him in arena much more, but I have other champions in intimidating presence, so I technically don't need it. As far as the masteries, I am a fan of cycle of violence, so I will always have this one on whatever champion I use, because trust me, he will kill with either using his A2 or his A3, so we will always have a chance to proc. We went with Helm Smasher, of course, to do more damage, and because he's an arena specialist, we're gonna do Killer Stroke, and we're gonna do Methodical because he has a sick A1, okay? So those will make his A1 hits much harder, as we will see later in the video. In arena, or in faction. Whirlwind of Death, because he's good at killing enemies, right? So he will gain more speed, and you know, like live arena is all about speed. Shield Breaker, because he doesn't have a way to deal with shields, so I'm just gonna give him this one so he can do more shields. And because he has a sick A1, we're just gonna go with Retribution so he can counter attack. You could go with the supporter tree to get him more HP. Technically, you go with this one, this one here, because he has many buffs, so he has a chance to gain turn meter. And you could go with those two here. But the thing is, yeah, you could go with those two, and you could go with this one to increase to have a chance of increasing his buffs, because he has increased attack, he has strengthen, so you could increase those. But to be honest, I feel like this is the ideal masteries for him. As far as the gear, the best you could build him in is Savage. Savage is kind of a must to make him hit much harder. Stone Skin is like just like a luxury build with him, so we can have another buff. You could also go with something else. You could go Stone Skin and Feral, so you can have a different buff. If you don't have a good Stone Skin, you could use 4 pieces of Feral, so you can get that buff on him as well. As far as the relic, why did I unvault him? It's literally this relic. It's a legendary one from the faction. I mean, it's not as good at cat gaze, don't get me wrong, but you don't have the option of having many cat gazes. Like, we can't get cat gaze anymore. This one is not as good as cat gaze, but it does well for him, because basically what it does for him, literally all he needs: HP, crit damage, speed. I would rather this be attack, but HP, as you saw, also improve his multiplier. Whether deal 1 damage, 1%, goes to 2.5 at level 4. You could say 3 at level 5. It's fine to take it to level 5 by 3% per buff on them. And as you can see, as we will see later in the fight, he will always have at least 7 buffs. Okay, so 7 by 3, that's 21% more damage on him, with a 26 crit damage, and remove all buffs from the wearer at the end of each turn. So it will remove all buffs after. But the thing is, it's gonna, like, because he's a Uugo, and if you have your supports fast, he's just gonna keep, you know, like, getting those buffs back. And I know some people will say, like, use it on Trunda, it's better on Trunda. I just don't use it on the teams in Hydra. As far as the gemstones, I went with the with this one. This one is so freaking good on him. The wearer deals 5% more damage against enemy with full HP, and you see that, like, you always target those. And this one basically ignores 3% of the target defense if the target is under 2 or more debuffs. This one is good in faction, because in faction you always have debuffs. Now, as far as the diamond one, there is no good diamond for a nuker, so I did not know what to do, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. As far as the stats on him, we have him at 230 speed. No, this is not what I have on him. This is my live arena build. Okay, so there is a 2 build I have on him. Basically, let's start with the live arena video. Live arena gear. The live arena gear: 273 speed, 5.6k attack, almost 70,000 HP. So because he also benefits from HP, it's not bad to give him some HP. Now, I didn't have a good ring or a good banner. Yeah, I didn't have a good banner on him that's attack, so I went with HP, because that was my... I mean, he's pretty flexible. You could go with HP or attack. I prefer to have attack, because it just benefits his multiplier much more. But if you don't have attack, that's why he's good. If you don't have attack, you could go with HP. Wait, let's just glyph this one. Wow, 2. Now we get 1. Okay, we get 5. That's amazing. Oh, okay, we're missing 4. Classic. Okay, let's go to the stats again. 278 speed, 337 crit damage, 5.6k attack, and 670k HP. Now, as far as live arena, you know, like, you need your champions to be fast. If I am using him outside live arena, I give him an attack boot so he can hit much harder. So basically, I give him this piece right here, and then I will have almost 7k attack instead of 6k attack. Almost, like, instead of 5.8, we have 6.8k now. Other stats are almost the same, so it's up to you. You can go with the slow build like me here. This is for faction. Or you can go for a fast build. This is for live arena. Now let's just go and give him a test in faction, and then live arena. So let's just give him a test in faction hard mode, stage 21, the strongest stage in the entire game for this faction. And as you know, like, champions here has just insane amount of stats, and let's see what it does, because, like, I want to, like, you can see it doesn't count, right? So without this, he wasn't KOing here. So he did like 85,000. I think he did like around 20,000 more as if without this relic. I think I made a mistake because his gemstone is basically he needs to attack people with the full HP. So I need to not attack everyone. And let's see the damage again. 90,000, like 97,000. Wait, is that guy? He's not red affinity, right? Yeah, he's blue affinity. So, well, like when I give him the trial, he moved like his damage from around 70k to 90. But to be honest, once he started getting grasp and have like more buffs, he will do more damage. As you can see, that was 131. I will show you the second wave because the second wave was the struggle. This is like because we have 3 revivers here, so it's just an annoying one. But the second one is like the one that is obnoxious, not just annoying. Okay, now we are at the second wave, and let's see, we have 6 debuffs. Can he KO Jingwan? Oh my god, he's just slightly short to killing Jingwan. That's actually like a great improvement to him because before that I wasn't able to like getting Jingwan to like 60% health. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could do it if I give him my best gear, but the thing is, I don't want my best gear to be on He-Man, right? Like look at him, 74,000 on an A1. That's insane. Like he's not fully awakened. Like Holstring is literally fully awakened and he's just smacking. Like look at that, 1926, while like here A1 is doing 120, like 4 times the amount of damage that is a fully awakened Crushing Rend champion is doing. Remember guys, there is a Crushing Rend, and Holstring is one of the hardest hitting champions, arguably. Like he is literally like an assassin, just like the way he looks. He's a boss assassin. He's a champion that assassins other champions. But hey, it's about He-Man. Let's see, He-Man, 54,000. It's just manual and just use A1s because we're about to hit the boss. Bro, this is the most obnoxious bug. I don't see that health bar. I don't see anything. And they look dead to me. Like, how much damage do I still need to do, man? This is so annoying. This is so freakingly annoying. Okay, we are at the boss now. And let's see how much. 267. That's an enemy max HP hit, technically, on this. So that's arguably good damage. Please don't fear me. I need to land these debuffs. Without those debuffs, Holstring will be useless, like literally useless. So there he is, casually doing 6 million damage. Holstring doing 3.3. Yeah, I know that Holstring doesn't have AoE, but Holstring has literally my best merciless gear, while He-Man doesn't even have half of as good as that gear is. So this is the faction, and now let's just go and try him out in arena. Okay, this is what we're going to pick. He-Man, last pick. I mean, I want to get those 4 as soon as possible before them. Yeah, let's just ban Fabian and go with this. I'm just gonna boost, remove Stone Skin, and then nuke. So let's see. I need to make sure there is as many buffs as possible on him, so I can you know, get more use out of his abilities. So we're gonna. Oh, that wasn't enough. Wow. Okay, let's see his nuke. We have 3, 6, 7 buffs. That's actually insane. Like, he was able to kill 2 supports and an HP nuker. That's actually insanely strong, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Hopefully he does not weak hit. Okay, he weak hit. The weak hit was 24,000. Is just insane as well. That was a very big weak hit. Okay, it's just gonna do what's best to make him clutch the game. He's gonna clutch it all by himself. Use your A1. Weak hit, and he's still KO'd. I feel like this is gonna be like, okay, I would rather just ban this, to be honest, but I also want to ban Freya because she's the only red affinity champion, and I don't want him to have any champion that might be able to counter him. So it's just like, I know this is not the most ideal ban, but I just want a He-Man showcase because we are using He-Man and we're trying to get as much use out of him as possible. Oh, I think they are in Supersonic because I'm supposed to go before. If he's smart, he just boosts here. Okay, that was a stupid idea. Now, I'm supposed to switch form and nuke, but I'm not going to do that because this is, again, a He-Man show. Where is my decrease at speed? Oh my god. But hey, he's tanky enough, right? Remember that. He is tanky enough. I'm surprised that we did not get a 1 to proc. Dude, what are you doing? Just nuke. We're running out of time. My editor will be like, yeah, so the video was so long, okay? I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Look at my opponent. He's refusing to click his buttons. Oh my god. Waiting 40 seconds just to use his A2 is just insane. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think they gave up. Okay, I'm just gonna use A1. I don't want to kill anyone. Okay, let's see how much his A2 would do here. 91,000. Melius usually have 50,000, so that's like twice of his health. Dude, usually like I actually get scared when I get matched up against people like below level 100 and they are like have high, technically high rating. That means they just buy their champions and buy gear from the shop, so they should have like actually way better gear than you would expect. Okay, we're gonna go with this team. We have 2 speed auras in case he bans one. I'm just gonna blindly ban Rotos, to be honest. I have no business fighting a fully awakened Rotos. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. I know he picks a red affinity champion because I have 2 blue affinity ones, but we should be fine. This is gonna be like a Marius blow up team. Like, we're just gonna nuke all of them. Okay, you know what? Let's just give him a turn and see if he can nuke the reviver. I would rather just nuke the reviver, to be honest. Okay, so this is like his best use, like nuking their most beneficial champion, like the one that they can't afford to lose. Like now it's just a straight for. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be annoying. Let's just nuke again. Never mind, we can stun here. And yeah, Medius can finish the job. We finally were able to get into, again, to play against a speed team. And this is where he shines the most. Usually speed teams are squishy teams. And he just smacks them in one hit. It's just ban Adamant. I'm supposed to ban Embrace, but I would like to keep him just to, you know, like to have a tougher show, you know, like a stronger fight. So they would have a chance. I don't want to be like, oh, bam, 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 GG, you know? I'm just going to use A1. I don't want to kill anyone here. I mean, everyone's dead, let's be honest. So He-Man is just not going to do anything. Hopefully he revives. Yo, revive. Revive everyone. Yeah, thank you. Now heal everyone. Okay. Let's see how much damage he does. 193, 173, dude. That's just insane. Like he does way more damage than needed because, like, you know, like these relics keep boosting his damage on top of a boost on top of a boost. Recently used first, like his passive plus this one and plus having more buffs is just gonna like make him do much more damage than he would does. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching. If you guys like this content, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.